My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is December 25th, 2021. Merry Christmas. And because crypto never sleeps, yes, I am looking at the charts today, so might as well record something for the channel and bring it to you all. It's going to be short and sweet, and I'm going to get back to Christmas festivities with my family. I hope everyone is well, everyone is safe, everybody is in a good mental place. That's more important than any gains we possibly could ever make. All right, let's get into it. On an hourly chart, Bitcoin, as per usual, and this analysis hasn't really changed in the past few days, we are essentially matriculating up to our target of 58K, okay? I maintain that to be the target at this point. Obviously, my analysis may change, given more candles printed. If I see something that may indicate that my initial analysis was false, I'll definitely update. But up until now, it seems as if everything's playing out as I expected it to. Now, we do have a third wave that's truncated. So typically, the third wave it falls between the 1618 and the 2 Fibonacci extension of the first wave, okay? And we don't have that here. Yet, we seem to have the conclusion of the third wave up near this resistance at 52K, okay? So we would have expected the third wave to end around here somewhere, but it looks like we're getting that third wave to only the one extension at around 52 because there seems to be some staunch resistance here, right at 52. And that makes sense because this is basically a neckline for a larger pattern. And I called this what did I call this the other day? Inverted head and shoulders, right? Whatever it is, we're basically at the point of breakout. And so this third wave and this fourth wave is essentially just the consolidation for breakout of this pattern, which, if we were to just do simple pattern analysis, would be, let's see, the distance from the top to the bottom, superimposed to the side of breakout, which would give us a target of around 56.3, okay? So essentially up near our target, basically up near this resistance right here. So my target's 58. I achieved my target through, using this triangle, descending triangle, and the height of this descending triangle, right? And superimposing that from the side of breakout. That would be 54. That's not how I found my target. Well, in any case, let's see. How did I find my target? Maybe I did one of these, which is extension of the A, retrace of the B, between the 1 and 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, so basically the target does fall within this region, okay? And we can get a little more specific once we print more candles, but I don't exactly remember my analysis why 58K was my target, but I'll trust the fact that I was clear-headed when making that. So I'll keep 58K until further notice. So that's basically Bitcoin. It looks we look like we're on track to hit our target, okay? And as you can see here, if we go in smaller time frames, we do have a complex correction, right? Anytime you have price hanging out in at a certain level for quite a long time, you can just assume that you're in some kind of complex correction. We've been at this level for about 2 days almost, okay? So that indicates that you are in some kind of complex correction, and let's say that this was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, let's say that was your what do you call that? An ending diagonal, right? Let's say that this was your ending diagonal. Then your correction starts here, W, X, Y. So you got a complex correction right there. And then you have your A, B, and this would be your C. Okay. Assuming that WXY correction was all there was. Okay. And you can actually corroborate this with the volume. Okay. This is kind of something that not many people do. Not many people use volume corroboratively, and not many people pay attention to volume, but it's important. So you have your trend, and the trend is supported by volume, okay? And that is kind of ending right here, and then you have your correction, and it's against kind of, your correction, and then you get a spike in volume at this dip right here. You get a spike in volume in the other direction for this counter correction. And basically, the whole time you're correcting right here, your volume's declining. That tells you that you're basically consolidating and that you're in for continuation. And here you see that you're getting a volume spike and you're moving up. That basically tells you that you're basically breaking out. So I anticipate that this correction, whatever it was, a complex single 3 correction, which it seems to me a WXY, and then an ABC, right? I think it's over because we're getting quite a significant a volume confirmation, right? And then that's even higher than this or that, right? So that's what I'm seeing on the charts. I think we've basically broken out, and we're going to have an extended fifth wave, right? And that's still going to be okay in terms of our Elliott wave count here. Why? Because the third wave wasn't the shortest wave. It won't be the shortest wave. One will be the shortest. Third wave is slightly longer than the first wave, and 5 can be the longest. And so that's what I anticipate us seeing, given that we had a concerted or a truncated third wave. Okay, and that's pretty much Bitcoin. Okay, and given that analysis, we have similar things around the cryptocurrency market, right? You have VRA, for instance, that looks like it's in a wave 2 correction. This looks like a wave 2 correction because the retracement is beyond the 618. So this has to be a B, C. So this C wave is wave 1. Okay, and so this is wave 2. So basically VRA is going to pump massively in wave 3. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for VRA. Essentially, you have your A, B, oh no, it's probably a complex correction, a W, X, Y, X, Z. Okay, I think you had a complex 2 correction, a double 3, right? And you're similarly to Bitcoin, you're getting your breakout right here. Okay, so yeah, just like I said, you had your A, B, that's your C. This is basically your wave 1. Okay, and this is your wave 2, and now you're going to get your wave 3. Okay, so that's VRA. And let's see. Somebody mentioned DENT. Never looked at it. I don't know what it is, but beauty of technical analysis. You don't need to know anything about the fundamentals of any chart. Just looking at it, you should be able to tell what's going on. Okay, so I'm going to look at this first on the weekly basis. I'm going to log auto. Okay, basically looks to me like this looks like, right, just first glance, I've never looked at this before. This looks like a third wave, and this looks like a fourth wave. And let's see if that's a valid fourth wave. Let's use the Fibonacci retracement tool. It's only valid if it's between the 236 and the 382. That's not a valid fourth wave because we're already at the 0.5. So this is an A wave. This has to be an A wave, okay? Whatever this was, it's finished, and this is a legitimate break of trend because it came to the 0.5 retracement of this, okay? So does that make sense? This retraced 0.5 of this, meaning that is, it's a legitimate break of trend. So this is A, whatever this is, it's gotta be B, okay? And so B can come to 0.5 of the drop, but it's already hit 0.5 of the drop. So what I'm seeing is that we're going to get a flat correction to go to 100% of A, or 123.6 or 161.8 of A. So that's what I'm seeing with DENT. So I anticipate for DENT to have at least, because it's going to be a flat correction, it seems, I anticipate DENT to at least pump, that can't be right, 178%? Is that correct? What is it at now? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow. DENT looks like it may pump quite a bit. Unless, let's see. Okay. There's a possibility that the B wave can be finished, okay? I've made this mistake before. Let me not make it again. There's a possibility that this is a complete B wave right here. Because that's 3, right? A, B, C. And that this is the first wave down. And that this is a retrace. Okay, so unlikely that it pumped 180%. It's more likely that this is a complete B wave and that this is the first wave down, the first Elliott wave down in the larger correction, and that DENT is essentially, let's go on a smaller time frame. Let's see, daily. Let's see. Okay, it looks like it's almost finished, if not finished, because it retraced to the 618, right? Let's go 8-hour time frame. This might be it. Do you see this? So I'm looking now and I see there's declining volume. Again, we're using volume a bit here. The move is kind of down and sideways, and there's declining volume. Pretty much means that there is some consolidation. But I would be very careful with DENT right here, because here you have your A wave, your B wave, just like in most other assets, like in VRA, you see that in Bitcoin, right? And then your C wave that took you pretty much all the way to the top. If this is a 2-wave correction, that's pretty much the max. If anything, you're getting a B wave retracement here, but there's not much upside likely, okay? I don't see much upside likely. I think this is basically the calm before the storm, before the big dump, okay? And it's basically going to do that as soon as Bitcoin decides, or if not before, right? So that's what I'm seeing on DENT. And last but not least, I guess we can have a quick look at Link. And Link is doing great. Link is just like, the other assets. It is doing what we thought it was going to do. and matriculating up. Link looks like it is in it's getting to its fifth wave. Looks like it did wave 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like it's going to do 5, finish up, and that's pretty much it. It may not get to that height, but it may. So we'll see for Link. So that's pretty much it. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was useful. By the way, yesterday my video on the one thing, if you've watched until this point, by the way, thank you, and congrats. You're a serious analyst. You're really looking to learn. My video yesterday on the Bitcoin index chart, I just want to say that I erroneously said 33K. I kept saying 33K. I meant $3,300. Every time I said 33K, just think $3,300. And you guys, I love the commentary. I love your feedback. A lot of people were telling me, Alessio Rastani actually looked at this chart before, and his conclusion was that we are likely in the fifth wave of wave 3, of a wave 3. Okay, so for him, this is wave 1, wave 2. All of this is wave 3. And to that, I would say it's unlikely, only because if this was a fifth wave of wave 3, first of all, this can't be a wave. This is a violation of a wave because this retracement is more than the 618. Okay, so this is already an A, B, C for me. Okay, I know this was a black swan event. I know this was the March crash, the COVID crash, but still, you don't get violations like that, and that's the beauty of Elliott wave theory. Like it just works. I don't know how, I don't know why, it just works. So I would say that we can't technically be in a fifth wave or a third. We can't be in a wave. We have to be in correction because of this. It doesn't matter what wave you think we're in. This alone makes it so that we have to be in an A, B, C correction. And I believe that this is basically a B wave. This is an A wave. This is a B wave. And what comes is a C wave. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing. Also, we can, I mentioned this in the comments, just the volumetric analysis. Again, looking at volume, you see volume steadily climbing, and peaking at around the top of wave 3, which is what you usually see, right? Wave 3 is typically the most impulsive, not always the longest, but usually the longest and the most impulsive, and you usually see volume spikes highest at the top or in the middle of wave 3. And here you actually see volume peaking in the middle of wave 3. So wave 3 of 3. That's what we're seeing here. So this is likely a wave 3, which makes this a wave 4, which makes this a wave 5. So this is another reason. I love Alessio. I think he's great. I'm just curious as to, one, why that doesn't jump out at him, right? Because he's usually really good. And then two, he kept pushing for a holiday kind of rally, a seasonal rally, and I don't see how we could see that given the charts, right? Not even before I saw this index chart, the full chart of Bitcoin, just looking at the local chart, I don't see how he couldn't see that we were going down. But that's just me, but I still respect him as an analyst. I think he's great. He's a great guy as well. Anyway, so that's my video for today. Hope this was helpful. Hope this was useful. Hope you have a Merry Christmas and really enjoy time in this great holiday season. All right, bye.